And we have bananas in chat from Spangleboo, Lost Prophet, YT, the Tuber Titan, Prime Pixel, Jason Fire, Roman Empire the Second, Stecky, Laurent Pavot, Ponybus, Emerald Rain, Orbitofol T, Gallifreyan, and What is Ari? Thank you for the bananas, peeps. Greatly appreciated. I hope you're going to enjoy today's stream. I'm a little bit worried because Twitch tells me that I'm currently offline. The bananas in chat are here to let me know when I am actually streaming. We also had... Oh, it's just updated. It gave me 2 new subscribes. The Streamlabs OBS did. Slobs, aka Slobs. They're actually from a day and 17 hours ago, so I don't know why they just popped up. Mega XLR1 and Factormain, thank you so much for your support and your subscription. And Twitch still says I am currently offline. Wow. Twitch be twitchy today then. Let's jump into some city skylines. We got a plan. Let's zoom out and see our beautiful city from up here. Wow, isn't it looking wonderful? In the last stream we developed some more in this area. We built the airport and then we made plans for this stream, which we're going to do. LinkedIn Doge says, hi, it's been a little less than a year since I've watched a sumo. Well, welcome back, buddy. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed today's double stream. We'll talk about that in a second. So Oliver Jott is here subscribing with Amazon Prime. Oliver Jott, thank you for your subscription. Greatly appreciate the support. Melody Howard is also here resubscribing for 6 months in a row, saying such a nice way to celebrate my day off work. Oh, well, congratulations on having a day off work, and thank you for joining me with it. I hope it does not disappoint. I hope you're going to be entertained. Right, so we're doing a double stream today. City Skylines for about 90 minutes, and then we'll play Jurassic World Evolution for maybe 90 minutes or more. However, I am kind of hopeful of getting a cheeky run in today, so it'll probably be just 90 minutes. Now, at the end of the last stream, we made plans to rebuild our entire metro. So we have 7.5 million. That's effectively our budget. We are now pausing the game, not to be resumed, and we are rebuilding our metro from scratch. Can you believe it? We are just going to go in here and delete everything, and then we'll have to rebuild it. And it'll be very interesting to see what happens after we rebuild everything. But every single metro line that we've got is going to disappear now, and we must stay paused. I've got my thumb over my spacebar. It's the thing that I do when I play this game. And I'm thinking, I don't want to do that in case I accidentally tap it. We want everything to come back, and then for us to be good. So all of our metro lines have now disappeared. The next thing I want to do is get rid of our metro tunnels, as well as something else popped into my head. What was it? Oh yeah, we need to do districts. Must not forget about doing some districts. Sanye-san says, JWE hype. It's a cool looking game. I've been enjoying playing, well, what little I've played of it. It looks like it's got a fun little gameplay loop going on of researching stuff. Now, if I were to hold down click, I believe it's not going to bulldoze anything other than what we are trying to bulldoze right here, which is all of our subway track. That means that buried under the ground of our cities are trains of the old metro system. I might on occasion call it a subway. Now, it doesn't destroy stations and stops, which is really good. If only this were like a brush and I could just paint it over the entire thing. So this is what I'm doing for the next few minutes. I'm continuously trying to get every single little bit of metro line so we can rebuild it from scratch. Which is a fun challenge. I've had the time to think about it as well, peeps. I've been thinking about it a lot. How we're going to make this all work. Cool, so we've got a noise in the ear. It's Iluve Mycelium, resubscribed for 7 months in a row. Iluve Mycelium says, boat, 7 boats for you, good sir. 7 boats for me. Is that one for each month? Got the croaky throat there. Wow. Okay, that's cleared up. That's good. Thank you for the support. We also have Antonine 4230 subscribing with Amazon Prime. Well, thank you for using your Prime subscription on me. Greatly appreciated. Hope that you enjoy the stream. James the Dude is also subscribing with Amazon Prime. James the Dude, thank you for the subscription. As always, you know, X appreciates your support if you're subscribing. If you're just tuning in to watch, I appreciate you coming by, and I hope you enjoy what we're going to get up to today. It's going to be a lot of fun doing 2 streams. This Jurassic Park World game, wow! I love learning about dinosaurs. I think dinosaurs are amazing. and wonderful and super cool. It's super fascinating to know what might have been on the planet before we were around. And this game really got a nice atmosphere about it. I really like looking at the dinosaur models. They're very nice. And yeah, stay tuned for that. That's going to be later on. We've got T reminders in chat from What Is Ari and Camo J123. And also Roman Empire II. Thanks for the tea reminders. I have a warm cup of tea here. It's going to need about another... Put your timers on, peeps. Put your timers on. Going to need about another 10 minutes, I reckon. Now, I believe that that is all of the Metro stuff removed. With maybe... No, that's not the same type of thing. Yeah, so... It's all gone. Okay, we're going to rebuild it on a grid system. One of the things I wanted to do was to try and keep the stations where they were to some extent. We have some late nanas from Physiax. Thank you for the late nanas. Welcome to the stream. Roman Empire II says, promises, rebuild the Metro with 7 million game currency. That was not the promise. I said we had 7.5 million and that we were rebuilding the only plan is to rebuild the Metro today. If we do other stuff, consider it a bonus. Right, have they ever actually been operational then, if that's always been like that? Keep seeming to find those lately when we're playing. Little bits that we've missed. We need everything to be in districts now, is the next thing. We're probably going to... I think we should organise public transport in districts. So, we have the Eco Zone, that's fantastic. We have the... Yeah, do you know what I'm going to need from you peeps? I'm going to need name suggestions now. I've just realised that we're going to need a lot of name suggestions. I feel like maybe that bit there should have been a part of this. Maybe not everything has to be in a district as well. I think the main thing to get in the districts are the residential ones. I can't believe this area here isn't a district, so we'll go ahead and make it one. And then we'll put your name suggestions into action. Names for what now, says Pony Butts? For the districts that we have in our city. They need names. I think I'm going to make this commercial. Like, it's technically not part of the same... Like, physically, it's not part of the same district. But for our sake, unless we ever need to separate them, we will just put them in the same area for now. And the noises in the ear are rolling in. Peeps, I'll get to you in just a second. I need to desperately make sure I read my chat right about now. So I can get... Let's make that its own thing. So I can get those name suggestions in. Sanderpalot, says McLurky. Jeez. The Roman district. I like that. I like the idea of not using the typical district town. Like... What about Romanos? That sounds cool. I just made that up. Jersey Park over there. We need to remember these names. So this is going to be Romanos over here. Romanos. We've already named the Hexacomb, of course. Of course we have. And outside it, the Hexashell. So that's just going to be the Hex area. Eco Zone is already named, but Victoria Square is not. It's also not a square. You know, I question the naming here. Fancy Smancy, says the fishy fish. Derp District. Jeez, Derp District. X, have you noticed, but you stopped on 20/4. 20/4, the date. 420. Oh, jeez, have a little giggle. Have a little giggle then. T-Town. Let's get some non-punny names. That's what I like. I like Victoria Blob, since it's a blob in shape. Ponybutts is here with a donation saying, I heard a certain someone liked the Louder Than Life lineup. Of course I did, Pony. Ice Cube is playing. Jeez, if you don't watch Ice Cube, then it's not a good day. Maybe that someone should go. Wouldn't be the only one crossing the ocean for a festival. Only kidding. I know better than to suggest that. Also, dinosaurs had feathers, you coward. Now, why would that make me a coward? That's very aggressive language there, Pony. I mean, jeez, I didn't even say they didn't have feathers. And now I'm a coward, apparently. You know, like, to the best of our understanding, we believe they had feathers. We once believed, to the best of our understanding, that they did not have feathers. We might in the future, to the best of our understanding, believe that they were equipped with rocket launchers as well. We just don't know. You know, the science and learning is a constantly evolving thing. Generic bland name, says VMC. Cactoni District. is one here. Coastline Hills. That's a nice one, isn't it? I got a name. Coastal Bay. Although it's not a bay, but... Well, Coastal Hills. There's no hills. What's a workplace? Coastalos. let's just put os on the end of anything we can't name properly. That'll be the twist for Derpopolis. Sterling Park's up next. Banana Square, Coastal Bluff, Bayside Coast. That's a nice one. I'll read the next message while you put names in chat. Louvre Cats is here with a donation saying, you know, packing your house is kind of fun. Going through all your memories, throwing all of them to the trash, just relaxing. I do keep my good memories though, like my marble collection. Hey, I used to have marbles as a kid, like a lot of them. I don't know where they went. Don't want to lose my marbles. Was that actually ended up being a joke? Mr. Cat, so just want to inform you, you're not actually moving house. You're sleepy and you're having a waking dream. No, I'm messing with you. Yeah, moving house for me was like when I moved in here was great. Just packing everything away, moving on, remembering stuff. It's all good. Cats and pony butts, thank you for your donations. It's greatly appreciated. Anita is suggesting Spangle Pants Town. Let's call it Spangle Pants Town. Jeez, there you go. There's also the Spangle Zoo. I just like the word Spangle. Is it a real word? I'm not even sure, but I like the sound of it. Next up, we've got Blorange Square, already been named. We have Sapphire Blues. That's an unnamed one. This is like the entertainment area, really, isn't it? It's another touristy place. Ponybutt says your house has a purple room. Of course, moving in was great. Does it have a purple room? Asuma, I know I asked this like every stream, but can you do a city tour, quick one? I keep missing it. We're sort of touring right now, aren't we? We're looking at every single district and renaming them. Peanuts, says I Love Cats. Peanutus. No, that sounds a bit dodgy. That sounds quite dodgy, that one. We're just going to put os on the end of stuff, right? So if this is like entertainment and theme park, Themos. Let's call it Themos. That sounds alright. There you go, this area is now called Themos. How many os places can we get? Do you know what I'm going to call this place? Airportos. Alright, welcome to Airportos Town. The most happening airport place in the whole land of airports. And the skies, because, you know, air. It's called an airport. It's not in the air, it's on the land. That's confusing. That's really confusing. We're actually just going to call it airport. We can't have air potty. What? Let's call it air potty. That's an amazing typo to make. Air potty. Wonderful. 2 minutes till tea, says Camo J. Thank you so much for the update. Greatly appreciated. We have this broad district. Aero Fort, says What Is Ari. I like... Let's call it Aero Town. There we go. We really want to... You know, these are one of those things, I need to do it quickly, right? I need to get in here and name stuff, and then I'm just all like, I'm in an R-in. Hotel Hills, Triforce Central, this is all correct. Hickory Park was never renamed. Keep your names in chat, keep them flowing, keep them rolling, you know, keep rolling. Chinatown. Maybe I can use people's names in chat as well. Shimmy Washin. King Robin. Undertrox. That's it. We'll call this Undertrox Park. Undertrox Park. I've got to now. I've got to like memorize and learn these names as well, because we're going to use these to help us name our metro lines there. Pandeos. It is done. Super Pandag. Pandag. That could be a name for another place. Oh, Orchard. Orchard's. Why the sad face? We need to investigate why that's a sad face at some point. I really like the name Orchard District, actually. Should we call it Orchardos? Let's call it Orchard Town. It's a bit more of a little town-like area. Then over here we've got Garnet Square, Madison District, and Sunset Square. This place is going to be called... Now, bikes, cycling, Cyclos, no. We'll call it... Let's call it Cycle Street. Because it's like one road going through the middle. Cycle Street, because that's where we encourage cycling. Let's have a look in chat again. Cyclos, says Ken. Yeah, Cyclos. What did I say? Pandra or something a moment ago? Let's call this Pandra Square. Man, you could get really into this. You could like find a Wikipedia article about like Greek gods and like use the names and stuff, couldn't you? And then down here, this is like an industrial. What's an industrial sounding place? I'm looking in chat for names. Wand Maker. They don't make wand heres. Jeez. Double Myth Gaming. Squid Circle. King Groblin. King Robin. King Grobling. I've managed to change it. Gallios. I like that one, Gallifreyan. Let's call this area over here Gallios. Gallios Strip. We'll call it a strip because it's like got one big road down the middle. Also, I don't think we need... Actually, Mill Heights is kind of done. We don't have the specialised industry there anymore, so we can actually make this one kind of mega place, although this is sort of exclusively that side. And this is a residential area. Yeah, we'll separate it like... That's going to take over that. Alright, that no longer exists. And then this is a just separate area for the worky stuff, right? So we've got 3 areas over here that we need names for, and I think that's going to be the last of it. Gallios Strip, going all the way down into Florence District. We have 2 names for the same place. Florence District is a park. We've also got this place here. Man, my chat has been full of tea reminders for a while now, and I was thinking I'll get through these names and I'll sip some tea. But people won't let it up. Okay, I'm sipping the tea. I'm sorry. Oof, oof. Barren Heights, says Ken. Barren Heights. I like that. We'll call it that. So that one's been named Barren Heights. I think it's probably better if these places were like one name. Wait a minute, is that really... No, that is not a park. Oh, that's just a tiny bit there. Oh, that's... Okay, right, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take that name. Let's call it no pass. That's just a policy to stop them passing through, isn't it? Oh, I accidentally unpaused. I wasn't supposed to do that yet. It happens. Gallios Strip. I Love Cat says John is nice. I love John. that's just a regular name. That's a person's name. We need city names. Jupiter Square says and this isn't a square, but let's call it. Could name things after the Jupiteros. No, we'll call it Jupiter. Hey, that didn't work. This is just called Jupiter. Prospect Hills. Florios, says Double Myth Gaming. We'll call this one Florios. That'll be the name of that area. Then we're left with this park. I want to call it Confetti now. How was that spelt? Just because that word reminded me of it. Okay. I believe we got a district over here we've skipped over the top of. Keep the names rolling. Thanos. Let's call it Thanos Street because it's like one road coming through. Flowereek says, so Floris is my spiritual district now. Everyone's got to pick their own spiritual district. Coleridge Park, we never renamed you. That's like the Old Town. Let's call this Old Town, actually. That literally is like the Old Town. And it stretches all the way down there. Oh, and we got a noise in the ear from I Love Cats, who is gifting a sub to Cold Sherpa. Mr. Sherpa, thank you as always for all you do. Cold Sherpa in chat says, I think there should be a place called Sherpa Mountains. If you find the mountains and we need to rename them, we can call them Sherpa Mountains. Sherpa always makes me think of shepherd. There might be some mountains right here. In fact, we'll take Amity Heights. Oh god, I'm going to sneeze. And we'll use it to make the mountains district, right? I'm definitely going to sneeze. Whew, that was a wild one. Wild sneeze trying to get involved in the commentary. Right, so it's Sherpa Mountains. Done. And Mr. Katz, thank you as always for your generosity and support over here. I hate Thanos, says the Tuber Titan. Jeez, there's no point hating it. I Love Katz is also here for donation. I was trying to get the districts renamed before I read the next little notification saying, oh my god, I was the person Pony spoke about. The one going over the lake to watch the Louder Than Life. I cottoned onto that, Katz. I cottoned onto it. And I was joking about losing my marbles, but it's not a pun. Wait, so you didn't lose your marbles and it wasn't a pun. That's odd. I really am moving and I really have a huge marble collection, around 3 kilograms. Oh, how big is that? Like, 3 kilograms to me, I don't know. I think I would have had a similar amount or weight. I'm just trying to like think about how, because I had like a big tin and a little sack full of them as well, and they probably weighed a bit. But yeah, I was messing with you. I knew that you was moving. Jeez, I should stop being Sasaki, really. X is a strong sneezer, says What Is Ari. That is so true. Fozzie says you can pinpoint the second he sneezed because the mouse cursor shook. That's the thing, I guess. Cats, thank you again for your donation. I appreciate it. I need to go find my marbles now because I've lost them apparently. I've lost my marbles. Ha ha ha. Did we ever put a metro station over here? We might do that. Right, now that we've renamed areas, we're going to be renaming our like metro lines when we add them. So we kind of need to look at things like their lines, okay, on a grid. I kind of need to zoom out further than this and still see everything. That's not good enough. There's too much to look at. Also, what is Mill Heights and why is it up here? Mill Heights is just off in the distance. Jeez. I think we need to use some of our roads here. I think we need to use like a left to right system, okay? So we could have a sort of connection go through like this and treat it like it's left to right. The airport being the last stop. And then if we have more things in this area, that line can go through. So I think our main lines need to go left to right when we're looking at it like this. So that means to here, to there, to this area, and maybe we put a metro stop there. So that's going to be 4 stops in a row. Yeah, I don't know how we'll manage it when we get down to these areas because those lines are going to get more and more awkward. But we will start off by adding in additional stations. And peeps, what we're trying to do is trying to make a grid here. So this could end up being really tricky, but I believe we can make it look good. So I want to put one in Jupiter, near to this residential district. And where do people want to go? They want to be able to get about. I think they can't walk over here, can they? Okay, Roman Empire II. We need to add walking routes. Oh, they can actually walk over there. But we need to revise our walking routes, I think would be the way to put it. Let's go ahead and let's put it right down here. I like this little corner. So we're going to have a metro on that corner there, right next to the park. So that's going to be 1, 2, and then the third one we're just going to put over here where we haven't really developed yet. So the third one goes there. The fourth will probably be around here, but we haven't put it in yet, so we can add it later. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put this one as if it's on the end of it. It already has a metro there, that's really good. It has a metro built into the middle of it, so we don't need the metro station there or the path that I built. Wow, you live and you learn, peeps. You live and you learn. We never needed that stinky little bridge, did we? We're going to leave it there, though. So apparently we've already got a subway here. That's fascinating. Alright, so now what we're going to do is connect these. I would like our metros to look like they are kind of built to follow roads, like they've been put under roads. What do you mean slope too steep? That makes no sense. So it doesn't like it when it gets to the other side here. Okay, but I could bring it out to about there. Right, so we build it under this road here. Then it can go through the middle of this place. Maybe one day we add a stop here. Okay, now we want a curvy bit. We're going to bring it onto this road. And bring it down to that station. That's a pretty cool start. That's a lot of track as well. Who's keeping track of how much money we're spending? Jeez. What is this game, says Zipralis. It's a beautiful city building game. It looks gorgeous. You can play it in so many ways. You can play it aesthetically. You can like get into like management of traffic. There's just so many angles you can take it. Like, you know, you can play it to have high populations. You can do it to make lots of money, which is something I've never been good at on this one. Now, I want to put this so it goes under the road, right? And I think what we'll do is we'll have it go to about here, and then it will curve up to that one. Oh! Oh, ho, 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 ho. We didn't think about that. Can it go low enough? Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. That's really bad. Okay, so right, let's get back to business. All right, so perhaps from here we have to go lower. So we go down a bunch. Can we go down further? That's actually totally in the way. That's not good. That's not good in the hood, homie. How do I get to the other side with my metro? Without cheating. I could just cheat, because I don't really care. What does it look like if we were to cheat, though? So let's say we put Anarchy on. It would let me do that. I think that would be rather visible, because it's just sloping up. So let's go out of this mode. I actually can't physically see it. Which, to me, says, maybe I'll just cheat this one. What does chat think? The fact that it doesn't leave some hideous scar. Wait, did I look at the right bit? I think I did. Got to select the right thing. The fact that it doesn't leave like a hideous scar, to me, sort of says, let's just get away with it. Let's just have fun and build a system and forget about that. Right. Oh, bam! The noise is in my ear. Give me a second, peeps. We'll get right back to you. I'm going to do that. So now it's gone down and under, and let's put Anarchy back off. So, people in chat are saying cheats. Mario Master says no, do it properly, X. I'm very much into having fun when I play this game. I mean, what would we do different then? We would put the metro stop on this side. To be fair, it could probably do with one. Right, okay. We're not gonna cheat. We're not gonna cheat. What I need y'all to do is remind me to build a way between the metro and that side that like a walking route between the two. Okay, so that means that this place is going to get another stop, and I'd like that stop to really be as close to that area between these other ones as I can. So, like, there's kind of an opportunity here maybe if I add in a little off-road, an off-ramp we'll call it. Let's have you go down 1, 2, 3, and if you wouldn't snap to something, why have you got to do the snapping thing? You know, just don't. I think it's the guidelines again. Okay, it can't be snapping. No, we need it to snap to an angle. Maybe it's it's grids. Grids messing up. Right. Is Anarchy off or on? It's off. Yes, that's what I thought. That never actually went to the ground, did it? Which might be the reason why it was okay with. Okay, so now what we're going to do is turn off angle snap so it can go slightly over. What is going on there? That is bizarre. Right, that looks like it connects to the ground. But notice... Okay, I'm going to have to anarchy this or do something, because... Alright, we're going to anarchy. Yeah, we'll can make it look a little bit tidier on that side, actually. In which case, if we're going to do it like that, let's go all the way back. I've got to turn off that. We need the angle snap. Okay, yes, we're doing that. Now we're attaching it to the ground. Okay, perfect. Right. Let's get rid of this stuff. Good goods. My phone has been beeping like crazy. Jummit says, why are you not playing Jurassic World Evolution? Everyone is playing it. By the way, hi. Read the title of the stream. I am playing it after this one. So, Mr. Katz. Wait, how far do I have to go back here? I Love Katz says, never stop being sarcastic. It's so funny hearing you think you made people confused and then you get confused yourself. That cracks me up. I understood your sarcasm, don't worry. Also, name a thing. Uriellaville? Cat's Town. I think we're done with the renaming. The next place that we do, though, we could rename Uriellaville. I can't even say that. I'm looking at it and going, I'm making a fool of myself trying to say this, aren't I? Do we do a little bit more there? And here's the thing, cats. Maybe I'm playing games for you, okay? Maybe my confusion of being confused about you trying to confuse me, and sarcasm thrown in there, maybe it's all part of a big plan, you know? Actually, I've got no clue what's going on. I'll be completely frank. I've got no clue what's going on. But we're building a metro, and that's good. Cats, thank you as always for the support and the nation. Appreciate it. Ponybutt says you were definitely making a fool of yourself there, X. Jeez, you people. Making a fool of myself, am I? For your amusement? Oh, jeez. Why do I even do this? No, I'm messing with you. So somewhere around here, we kind of want it to turn the corner and follow a road. That's our thing, right? These are going to follow roads. Yeah, I like that it does that now. Okay, that might have been a touch too far, actually. Let's delete that last section. Give it a good old curve. And then it can just go straight to there. That looks really ugly. And that one as well, please. Alright, so that is our first metro line. And we are actually going to run a line that literally goes all the way through those stops. That'll be the plan. That is where this train is going to go. When's Jurassic World, says Malg. It's going to be after this stream. Yes, so, I Love Cats is also here, throwing bits at me, saying meow, 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 meow. Cats, thank you ever so much for the bits and support, as always. We also have What is Ari throwing bits at me, saying, looking for my gold. Your gold? Where is your gold? Have you dropped it? What's going on here? Thank you for the bits, I appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying today's stream. Atman says, hey X, just out of curiosity, is there a badge for 3 years of subs? Does anyone have it? There isn't. I think Twitch should totally add it. They should look at the long run, you know. People keep watching this. Jeez, we've got another noise in the air. I can't keep up. What am I supposed to do? Mr. Ultimate Badass Andy Killshoe is here, throwing bits, saying, hey X, I started my full-time job now, and that means I can't watch as many streams as I have in the past. Sad face. The reign of me having the first banana is over. Keep up the great work. Buddy, congratulations on getting a job. That is awesome. Well done. I hope you like it. I hope you do something fun. Have a good time. Make some new friends. And yes, you will no longer be the king of the bananas in chat. Although Ollie95 was also contestant for King of Bananas, I must say. Ultimate Badass Andy hugs you. Appreciate the bits. Thank you for the cheers. And I hope you enjoy this stream. I Love Cat says, oh my god, I've set my phone to set off when I say meow meow, like OK Google, but meow meow, and it just went off when X said meow meow. Is it setting off? I Love Cat says, I'm dying. Meow meow, play Napalm Death. Loud, full volume. Sorry if that actually works. I apologise if that actually worked. That would have been rather cruel. It did set it off again, says I Love Cats. Did it play the music? That's what I need to know. Did it play the music? Oh, we've got 2 stations here. Right, let's build our next line from one side to the other. Oh, actually no, we need to figure this out a little bit better. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then maybe that's the final stop there. So that's another row of 5. Then we have 1, 2, and we put one in the middle here. That would be 3. So we would only have 3 in the middle section. That would actually be okay. And then we're going to put 1 in this area, and it will probably be 1, 2, 3. We'll figure it out. We will figure it out. Never thought I'd see X play Jurassic Evolution, says Scarda King. Really? I've been looking forward to that game. It's been on my radar for a while. Oh yeah, we wanted to make this match the streets, right? Now I could put in like a bit of an ugly way across is always the thing. Oh, I see, there's tunnels there. We're just gonna... This one's just gonna do its own thing for now. Oh, this one's got a nice opportunity to sort of follow that thing, right? Just go straight under here. Then you can connect to that. Yeah, I think we'll take... we'll get them slightly under the roads, you know, it'll look a little bit better maybe. And now you've got to go around to this one. So I think it should be pretty obvious which roads we're going to put it under. Ah, there's tunnels here though. So maybe not. By the way, I said my phone was beeping a lot. I kind of wanted to know what that was about. Okay, so that's our second line going across the city. And the next one's only got 3 stations. Meow meow, play Green Jello, says Lost Prophet YT. Brilliant. It played Napalm Death, but my phone is muted, says I Love Cats. Brilliant! Did it really do that? That's amazing. Right, now why was my phone beeping religiously? Okay, people are talking in a chat. That makes sense. What is Ari says, all the trains in my city are above ground. I guess it's not called the underground. I know you don't live in London. What's Ari? You're giving away too much information. I can cross London off the list now. That's got trains that are underground. Clearly don't live there. Jeez. Let's go down this street. Across to here. And maybe we should add an additional stop on this line or in this area. Do you know what doesn't have... This isn't very... that area isn't really built up. I think it's fine. Let's keep going across. Down through this road, all the way to that bit. Then it's got to make its way across into this area. So, it's pretty much going to go straight down to this place. Oh, there's already one there. I somehow managed to not notice that. Brilliant. Also, Ponybutts is here, resubscribing for 31 months in a row, saying, Aquatic Update is making me want to play again and get an army of baby turtles. The small horse is now a master turtle breeder, and the babies are so cute. Ah! I think 1.13 is making a lot of people want to play. Myself included. I'm already playing and I want to play more. It looks fantastic, doesn't it? That's kind of like down the side of the road there. It's because the road is curved. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I love the turtles. Oh, obviously I'm Turtle Man. If you're not aware, you know, need to do your research. Need to get on that second channel and find out about Turtle Man. That's what you need to do, Pony. Jeez, sort it out. So that sounded a bit mean. Pony, thanks so much for the support. Appreciate it. Hey Asuma, which DLC would you recommend, says Iltbang? I don't know. There's probably one that I'm using a lot. Like it all just kind of merges, right? I guess if you want to buy the game with the DLC bundled, there's a way to save. But I've said it before, this game had so much to offer out of the box that you kind of don't need the DLC, but the DLC adds cool stuff. So if you love this game a lot and you're going to play it a lot, then you know the DLC will probably bring you a lot more fun. Right, we have now successfully made our 5 free lines that go back and forth. I think we're going to have 4 in total, so we need to now tactfully choose where we're putting this. Remember, we got the hexacoom hooked up for this bit of transport, so maybe what we do is we go 1 here, 2, 3, possibly a 4th one there, and then a 5th one in Spangle Pants Town. That's so funny, that name. Oh, jeez. Sorry, Spangle. I know that's going to make noise for the houses, but hey, maybe we just put it between those two. Yeah, have we already got one? We've already got one in the area. That's the kind of other thing that I managed to forget. So let's go ahead and put this here, so it doesn't quite annoys some of the people in the residential area, unfortunately. And does either side really matter? I don't think it does. Okay, so this is going to go underneath this road until about here, and then it's going to go like that. Okay, now it needs to head down into Ecozone, across into Romanus, right? So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4 stops. Scar the King says, X, have you ever played Ark Survival Evolved? I have, it's on my channel. If ever you want to know if X has played a game, use the search feature on my channel and then you can watch the videos of that game if I happen to have played it. So Ecozone is now going to get its own metro station, and looking at the bus routes in this area, I mean, where's like a centralised area? There really isn't one unless you look at this. Oh, we could put it there actually. And then the other one we could put maybe further around this way. Let's try that actually. I'm going to put one metro station. Right, we must absolutely remember to put walking routes in, because that's on the inside of the roundabout. Interesting spot to put it. And then the other one's going to go there. We keep the noise away from the centre of the residential areas, and we connect things up. That's good. What about kills you neighbourhood, says Ultimate Badass Andy Hugs ya. Don't you mean the hugs you neighbourhood, you know. That sounds a little bit better. So we want to go like that. In this case, following the roads is just going to be a little bit silly. Let's actually just make it a straight line then. Have I ran out of money? No. What's the deal? Whoa, that just disappeared. And it's back. That was very strange. I can't build at the moment. Can I build? Okay, I can build to there. Jeez. Right, this one goes all the way across to that one. Bam, we've done it. We've built another line. Very good, right? Lizzie Bess says, hey Asuma, hope you are well. I am well, Lizzie. How are you doing? How long have you been playing this, X, says Comets? This is the 20th live stream. All of them are uploaded to my second channel. Right, now we're going to add a stop. Triforce Central. So we're now building the new lines, right? Now the question is, does it go back to the beginning? No, it would stop here again, wouldn't it? Yeah, this is the way you would do it. Did I stop at all of them? Yeah, I think I did. That's only got 4. Right, now the next one up only had 3 to begin with. 1, 2... Oh no, we never added an extra one. Alright then. I could actually put another one here, which would kind of link it to the hexacoon bit, and then that could have 4. Let's try that. Let's put an extra station in just over on this side of the bridge. And that's going to act as like a 4th point from this one. Alright, let's build the line for it now. Oh, we've got to colour the lines as well, thinking about it. It's craziness. Scar King, the King says, have you seen the new Jurassic World movie? I didn't know there was a new movie coming out of it, jeez. I liked the last one that they did. It's funny, like I think a lot of the time enjoying a movie, right? Especially if it's like a part of a franchise or something that people could easily critique because it's kind of the same thing again. I think sometimes you just got to watch it and be in the mood to enjoy it. Because I really enjoyed that movie, and then when I saw people criticising it after, I was like, I kind of just wasn't bothered by any of that when I was watching it. I just wanted to enjoy some dinos, you know, some Dino Dinos. And I think, yeah, when I watch this next one, it's going to be the same thing again, you know. I ain't going to be like, oh, this ruins the original or anything. I'm just going to be like, let's try and enjoy this movie. Did I miss stop on the way over there? I'm a little bit... No, I didn't. I'm a little bit worried I'm waffling and I might miss a stop or two here. Anyway, how are y'all liking the metro development at the moment? I think it's going really well. I wish there was a way to like really visibly see our metro lines when we zoom down like this. Have them be really bold. That would be fantastic. Hi X, what are you doing right now? Says Jasboy. Jasboy, I'm reading a message from Jasboy in chat right now at the moment. That's what I'm doing. I'm also sipping some tea. Spooky Dokey with a butterfly catch. Atman as well. So the peeps are still catching the butterflies. Delicious. Okay. We're about halfway in, by the way. And I think we've done most of the work, funny enough. It might get a little bit slow when we have to rename things. Did we ever put... We didn't put one here yet. We might put one there in the future. At Kafefi. Okay, so it come all the way to the end. So 1, 2... did I miss it? 3... Oh, this one only has 4. Is there a station somewhere here? I thought that one had 5. 1, 2, 3... Ah, it's only got 4. Actually, now that I think about it, we kind of got a long way to go. There's a lot of work to be done here. So this is airpot. So this is like airpotty to No Pass? No, what's the name of this place? Florence. We never renamed that then. Right? I thought this place had a name. Gallifreyan. Wasn't it named after that? Gallios. Right. So, Airport to Gallius would be the name of that line. So, that was the 4th one we made. Air to Gallios. We want to be able to read it. It's got 6 stops. We're probably not going to mess with the amount of stops. Give it a colour. It's going to be a blue line. Okay, the next line down is Themios. Themios to Pandra. Themios to Pandra. So that must have been the 3rd one that we made, because we made them... Pandra, right. And give it a colour. Let's go for red. This will be a red line. And guess what? Oh, it was. I saw the green bit down here and I thought it was wrong. Wonderful. Lizzie Bess says there are no commands of that sort in here. What commands are we talking about? You need more lines that cross the river, says Lizzie Bess. Oh, we will have lines that cross the river, don't you worry. We're just building the first set of lines to begin with. Okay, so next up would be the 2nd one, which is near the Spangle Zoo. But it's not. It's part of Themios actually. So let's call it Zoo to Hex. Zoo to Hex is this line. Wait, what happened to the other one? I remember it was something Pandra, right? It was Themios Pandra. And it didn't save. Right, this colour will be that colour. Whatever you want to call that. Some people call it blue. Some people call it green. I call it teal. I call it teal. GK says name did not change. Well spotted. I didn't spot it. You spotted it first. Clearly. Clearly. What have I missed, says Miss Ode? Quite a lot of rebuilding of transport networks. Oh, riveting stuff. Transport networks. Tell me more, please. Alright, so the bottom line, let's see, is going to be Spangle Pants. So we'll call it Pants to Romanos. Pants to Romanos. We will now change this line to like a yellow colour. Cool. So those are our lines, and that is the first wave done. Now the next wave is to cross the grid. So all of our lines go like left to right, yeah, when we look at it like this. Geographically, bits of it are a bit messed up. Now what we're going to do is add, I think either 3 or 2 lines that go kind of across this thing. I think we will start with 2 because we're probably going to expand in this direction over time. So let's make 2 lines that go across. So that I believe means a stop right about here. So we're going to branch off and go in this direction. The obvious place to stop would then be kind of in front of us. I don't really want them to share lines is another thing. These lines are technically supposed to kind of be separate. Let's have this go right through the middle since we're sort of being led to this. So then we're going to have a second tunnel here. Oh, will the trains... if the trains have trouble with it, we'll figure it out. So if I do that, the one that comes here is sort of bypassing that station. Would that allow me to do what I want? You're coming from up here, you're popping in at that station, and then going off... No, I don't think that's what I want at all. I don't know what I want. Because I don't... Basically, I don't want them to get... I don't want them to get crossed over here. And I don't want it to sort of just straight up reverse. Maybe what we need is at the other part of the station, like... Just there. Well, if that ever becomes a problem, we'll spot it and rebuild it. So this bit here that goes alongside it is going to go... So it's met the end of the second line. We have 4 lines though, don't we? So 1, 2... it's going up to this one, and then it's going to go over there. Right, so now we need it to cross the road. And here it will go straight past, believe it or not. Well, it won't, but it sort of will. That makes no sense, does it? So it's going to go off in that direction. And now we need a connection. I think it's going to be like the last one. It'll be something like that. Alright. So now that needs to make its way to the end of this. Which probably means we're going to have to cross a river somewhere. I think, yeah, we'll take the shortest point. So we're going to come to about here. Oh, it doesn't like that. That's interesting. Name colour change them, says Atman. I'm not sure what you mean by that, green to blue. I've just given them different colours so they're a bit more distinguishable. Let's keep going straight here, and then... Yeah, it doesn't like that at all, does it? I think maybe it needs to go lower. Ha! Gotcha. We gotcha. Right, and then where are we going? We're going over to... So we probably want to go... Let's put a bit of a curve on it. Something like that, so it follows the roads a bit. So now that's going to be a line that connects all of those lines together. Build extra stations, says iPlayerGo. We're kind of deliberately not building extra stations. We've sort of built all the ones that we want. Okay. Oh, do you mean at the same location? I think we want them to connect to the same platform. Miss Ode says the metros will slow down if they need to take sharp turns. Good to know. We'll address that once we get it up and running. We can renovate parts of it. Actually, it might be a good idea before we get too into it. Well, let's do a check here. So that, yeah, it might slow down on that corner. So if I destroy this, that's going to ruin the line, isn't it? Or is it going to find it again? I think I might have to resume the game for a moment here. I've resumed the game and I don't know what it's doing. Yikes. We'll come back to that later. Remind me about that one later. Okay, so sharp turns being bad. These are probably not great, but we couldn't do too much with them. They're kind of curved. That one there is probably a bit rough. I think the main one was probably that one there. Right. I think we're going to have to bulldoze the next bit. There we go. Yeah, that's definitely going to be a problem then, isn't it? We'll come back to that later because it might get messed up like this one here. Alright, so where is our second line? Our second line is this one, which has got not too many sharp turns. That's great. Third line has, yeah, maybe some here that need a bit smoothing. That looks a bit rough, doesn't it? Let's just go like that. Okay, that'll do. This one here, we actually built this one with some good curves, so that should be fine. Cool. Alright, we've got 2 more lines to build, peeps. So we put this at our second one, which means the third... Wait, am I only building 2 lines going across? I think I'm going to build 2 lines going across the middle. So this one will be the next one, and it will go to... it went to the end of the line. No, that was the end of the line. It never connects there. Oh, do you know what? I think it would have been smarter to have this line go straight over and not connect to this station. Because you're probably already closer to that anyway. So really, this one should connect with this bit here. So it's going to have to slow down and connect there, and then continue on its way on this side. Alright. Yeah, so we're going to go from this one. That's the second, that's the third. Probably from there to there. We're just going to be right on the end now. It's probably not the worst idea ever. I think we'll probably change this one then. Jeez. You've probably got no idea what I'm doing or figuring out now. Why follow the roads, X? Straight connections would make faster lines, says Robert Man. Well, I had some people suggesting that we make them follow the roads like a real city, so that idea got wedged in my mind. You're probably right, just make them go where they need to go. So either I like push this connection over to there. I think perhaps given the size of this place, we don't really need to have an extra line until we expand outwards. So I think this one's got 4 thanks to that. I think we're going to go 1, 2, 3 and into the airport. Alright, yeah. We're going to go to the airport and make a couple of, one modification elsewhere. So we could just do that. But I want to make them follow the roads apparently. So we're going to go... Now this is where the line is going to look real confusing, because actually this might be a line if we ever expand. I'll go in this direction to make it less confusing. Right, so we're going to have a curve, then a straight line, going through these roads, except I'm heading over there. Jeez. Okay, let's then go this direction. Okay, we're literally no longer following the roads, apparently. I'm going to go to about here. And then up to that one. Right, and then it's going to continue straight on to that one there. And then it would go to the airport. So let's get it to come underneath this bridge, perhaps. What happened there? X, what is the point of this game? First stream I've seen you play this game, says Super Miner. The point is to build a city and have fun. Building the city, I guess. Let's go... delete that. Right, so we've got to go down. Is what we've learnt about these tunnels. We can get somewhat of the way across. And then it gets tricky. What have we got to do to make that last bit work? Maybe build it in sections? It does not like that, does it? Hey, there we go. That was a bit tricky. Can we make it curve towards the thing as well? We can. Then we want it to be in line with it. Alright, and that's our other line then, I guess. So let's go ahead and build those two lines. That's the tram. So this is going to be pants to air over here. Let's go ahead and add in the stops. Actually, we've got to do it like this, haven't I? So it's going to start here. It's going to go... Ooh, that's a point. That's a very good point. Let's... Ah, I never completed the line. That's kind of bad. Right, let's delete it and start again. Yes, yes we do. Right, create a new line. X, I decided to try soy milk today, says What Is Ari. How did you like it? If you have it on its own as milk, I don't find it particularly nice. Right, we got to... Actually, let's just leave it like that. I don't get too carried away with all these little details. We live and we learn, right? So we go back to this one, back to that one, where we've got a little bypass, and then back here to complete the line. And that, my friends, is air to pants, I believe. And we'll make the colour of this line pink. We've got a green line down here. Did I change it to that? Because it's kind of similar to the default. Right, now over on the other side of the city, we got this old business. So I think we're going to have the same problem again. Let's add that connection. Right, so we're gonna create a new line. It is going to go not to that station. We skip that one. We come in here. Going to add a stop. We're going to add a stop here. And then add a stop there. We turn around. Come back to this one. Go back to this one as well. See, we don't even need that little bypass tunnel. We don't even use it. And then we complete the line there. Cool, and that one is called, whatever the name of this place is, Eco Zone. So Eco to, it's not no part, Eco to Gallios. Let's go name it. Oh. Wait, it happened again. Okay, Gallios to Eco, right? So now we can see the districts that get connected together, and with this system you should be able to travel from place to place pretty well because the lines intersect with each other. Although I guess if you wanted to go from like the middle here to the middle there, it wouldn't. So maybe there's calls to add a third line directly through the middle. Kind of looks like we could do that. There isn't a stop here, actually. Is there? Oh, no, there is. There's Triforce. So we could have Triforce going... Let's put a third line through the middle. It kind of actually looks like the way I've set it up, it needs that. So I'm going to go and... Did we put one? Yeah, I'm going to make it start here. And we are going to... Hi, why would you not do that? We're going to come across here and head down to Orchard Town, or possibly, actually, we could aim for that one, then that one, and then that one. Yes, we're going to go for this one here then. So there is a stop. Right, see where that line connects? There's a stop between. Then this one connects in the middle, there's a stop between, and that one connects on that side. So that's kind of the way we're laying it out. So let's go up to about here. And then we've got to cross the river somehow. Got to remember those curves as well, actually. Oh, you're going to go across. Excellent. That's super useful. Let's bring it upwards. Okay, and it is pretty much going to cross the station. What I'd like to figure out is a way to make these stations connect where they don't sort of cross through each other's traffic, but that one is doing exactly that, which is a thing. So now we're going to this location to do pretty much the same thing again. Is there a road that we could follow? Not really. There's a whole bunch of roads. Okay, then here we will peel off. I guess a little bit in that direction, and then curve around to you are over there, Triforce Central, and there is something in the way. Of course there is, so we need to go around it just like that, and because that's the end of the line, that's all it needs to do. So let's go and add the line here. This is Triforce to something else, so create a new line, go up to this stop, that stop, and then this one here. Now that's part of the same district. That's actually a district that has 2 subways in it, I just realised, which is kind of confusing. Right, because this is Galios still. Actually no, let's call it this one over here. This is part of Florios, or Jupiter. It's part of Jupiter. So we go to the line management and we check out this one, which is Jupiter to Triforce. We'll call it Tri for short. Cool. By the way, I had a noise in here 5 minutes ago. Quirin 1999 resubscribed for 2 months in a row saying greetings from Austria. Austria. I thought it was Australia. I bet you hear that all the time. Everyone thinks Australia first. No one sees Australia and thinks Austria. Jeez. Poor old Austria. Stuck in the middle of Europe, are ya? Blooming hell. I'm only messing around. Kieran, thank you so much for the support, man, if you're still here. Jeez, it was 5 minutes ago. Probably sick of watching me lay down these metro tracks. They're all in place now, which is fantastic. We haven't done the colours for a couple of these lines. Let's get a purple line in there. And you can go... Have we done orange yet? We haven't. Cool. So now they've all got unique colours. That is a lot of connections. We have spent only $500,000 of our 7.5 million budget. So we did all that rebuilding for $500,000. Now we can technically just resume the game now, and there's nothing else to say, is there? Let's just resume it. So now what we got to do is make adjustments to the metro system. We're going to monitor traffic and stuff like that for a little bit. Then we need to start looking at our city for where the subway stations are, and perhaps repositioning roads and paths, and just developing the infrastructure around our new metro system. We've got a power outage over here. Or have we? Yeah, we do actually have... Did it come back? Right, that bridges the power. That's a very important little building then. You know, it's very, very important because it bridges the power across. Kind of feel like I want to secure that, make another one somewhere. There's one over here as well, apparently. Right, the power seems to be good. Let's check on the city's vitals while we switch to the new infrastructure. Water budget could do with a bump, so could the garbage. Healthcare's good. Fire, police, all looking wonderful. Let's go in there and do what I said. Water a little bit. Garbage a lot more. Alright, so now we get to see what happens in the city. Traffic is going to have... Oh, wow. That is an amazing intersection, by the way. Amazing intersection. Only 500,000, says Windsoren. That's all it cost. X, you should go check out the yellow metro line, says Gallifreyan. We should. We should absolutely do that. The yellow one has fixed itself. That is wonderful. That is very good to see. And now, I mean, what's going to happen? Because this is kind of resetting itself. The passenger numbers are going back to 0, which is why I am anticipating seeing our traffic flow drop down for a while. It looks like this area here is getting a bit messy, but it's all moving through there. It's not always getting taken to a standstill. How's the airport doing? Right, crowds still walk across this thing. That's amazing, but they're using the metro inside, I believe. Right, where do they come from then? Or where do they go, even? Are they all going to get into that car like a magic trick? They all just turned around, didn't they? We can come back and adjust that another time. So we have a station all the way over here. There are people walking to it. Of course they are. So, can they walk from the other side over to here nice and easy? Pretty much, because there is that path there. So that's good to see. Where is our other important metro? This one here is bringing the cars. We should probably add a car park then. Now that I look at it... Oh god, there's a lot of people trying to walk here. There's not going to be much room for a car park, is there? Let's see what we can get away with. If only I'd moved that across a tiny little bit, you know. Spitster says, still needs crosswalks for the station inside the roundabout. Oh, yes, yes, that's one we need to get to quickly. I mean, I'm going to go around and check them all now, right? That's kind of the idea. But that one definitely needs a quicker checkup. So, what did I want to add? A park. A custom one, which is a car park. Oh my goodness me, why did I think that was ever going to be small? Oh, I must have clicked on the wrong thing. So that's not a place to put a car park, it would appear. So we'll leave that as is for now. I'm not sure. Actually, do you know, if we extend the road, that's technically a car park, right? So I want the land to go with it is the general trick here. Alright, now there's much more parking space for you. In fact, if we do that... what? What was that? I think that's kind of awful. Let's use the move it tool. And over there. Right, so there's a little bit of wiggle room here for them to park and maneuver and turn around, perhaps. Let's see if they start using that other space. Probably not. Now we need a way for them to walk over from the other side, because they can't walk around here. So can we get a path coming in off the side? T reminders in chat. Thank you, peeps. Greatly appreciated. Ollie95, by the way, welcome to the stream. Z-Car-Cat says, isn't there a blue station that's super rectangular, or did X fix it? I don't know. I've already forgotten is the answer. Right, even though Anarchy is off, apparently I can build through this space. Kind of looked like I could. Wow, okay, so we want Anarchy on. I think that one actually might have just been messing with it. Let's turn Anarchy off again. That might have been messing with it. Right, now I just don't know what it's doing. So that's off the ground. Right, now when we click on that, we're building a path from here to there. So if I do this... Wow, that's interesting. If I Anarchy it, I don't know how we're going to get the road, the path even, to kind of match the side of the thing. Like that. That won't connect though, right? So let's go from here to here. Right, and we've got no connection. How odd. How very, very odd. The Anarchy is still on, so like that isn't actually a connection, I believe. Right, so let's try it again then. So that's it. Oh, that might be a way. Like, what if we start here? Let's just build it. Alright, something like that, and see what it does. Oh, it actually adjusts itself. Be careful, peeps. You know, there's construction wasn't very good on this one. I'll give you that. It wasn't very good. Could have done better, probably. Let's use the move it tool to just get this thing a little bit easier on the eyes, first of all. I think I'm going to have to move you upwards. Oh, yes, we are. Oh, there we go. Now we can see where it really is. Now it's not going down, it's saving, that's why. Okay, that's kind of the connection we're looking for. And then over here, we're going to move this one down. And then get rid of the move it tool and have a little connection down to the ground right there. Okay, we're going to have to go in with the move it tool here. That's not connected to the ground. In fact, that's not even a connection. So let's bulldoze. Wrong thing. Let's start again with the path. Are you on the ground? I think you are now. Right, that's what I'm looking for, okay? Little way to walk across. Technically, you can't walk through there, jeez. You've got to walk on the grass. That's our little secret piece. We're not going to tell anyone that it looks like that, because it looks really bad. Place it and use move it, says Ms. Ode. We just did oh my goodness me, look at the traffic it's bringing. Look at the crowds, peeps. Look at the crowds. I think that's a sign we did things good here. Now they've got this little walkway, so they can come from over this kind of direction a bit more. Let's go ahead and add a little bit of a walkthrough here. Let's turn off anarchy. I like to turn off anarchy and try and do some parts of it without cheatiness going on, you know. Oh, I think we might have just sliced a plot in half. I don't like that small building either, so that's going to go. Yeah, so that hopefully makes a bit more of a direct route for people who are walking. The next one is all the way back in this area. And because it's in the middle of a grid, there's probably not much we're going to do, right? There's lots of people walking. That's terrific. It's good to see. Stretching their legs, you know. Keeping them healthy, we are. But then again, they're going to go sit in a little in a little tube underground with lots of smog. Are they using the walkway, says Lizzie Bess. Let's go back. Yeah, a couple of people are using it. That's really good. That's good to see. We probably... I mean, maybe I could add like a diagonal connection this way, but it's probably not going to make much of a difference. Our other station is getting people walking to it. That's terrific. So we checked on all of those stations. Now it's time for the second cross route. Those are our main routes, really. So this one's been here a long time, and you know, you can see that the peeps are going all over the place. I don't think we really need to check on that one too much. Next one is just over here. We've done the paths for this a long time ago. So that's all good. The next one on this line, I believe, is in this city, somewhere around here. Oh, there it is. So people are walking to that, and they've got loads of ways to walk here as well. That's good to see. The next one will be somewhere around here in the city. There it is. They've got lots of ways to walk there. Lots of people are walking there. That's great. That's wonderful. They don't have a way from that side of the road. Or do they? Oh, they do. They do. They got a way. I remember building that now. And then it ends with this one over here, right? Yeah, this is where that line ends. So we know this one really well. That's been done. John Dore says, first time watching your stream. Welcome to the streams, John Dore. Hope you're enjoying it. Epic K910 is here saying, Asuma, how many times can you press the dirt button in 7 seconds? I'd say at least 7, I reckon. 1 second sounds good, doesn't it? Smithy Boy says, fun fact, did you know that spending 20 minutes on the London Underground is the same as smoking 1 cigarette? That's how dusty it is, Asuma. I am not surprised, actually. Not surprised at all. Yeah, what more can I say? Ain't surprised. There's a bit of like slow hand turning going on here, isn't there? They get really slowed down there. I wonder if we can improve that for them. Jeez. Let's have a look at the move it tool. What if this were a little bit more bendy for you? That's the best I can do for now. Hopefully that helps with the traffic flow there a little bit. Alright, so we're on to the next line, which starts over here and goes through that middle area. So we've done this time and time again. We've been working on that area, so we can skip over to... This one is the next stop, I believe. The Old Town. Again, this is like long time been developed, so that gets to stay as is. Then we added a station in the middle of Pandoas, if I'm saying it correctly. Somewhere in here there's a station now. Whoa, big flow of people there. Let's add a path through this street. Why was that never zoned off? That looks like it should have been zoned off, you know. Let's get some grid snap up in here, you know. Let's snap to that grid already. Okay. Yeah, it kind of looks like we should zone those. Just get a little bit more development going on here and there, you know. Right, so hopefully that helps with a quicker walking route from that direction. The next stop is over here. We got a couple of people walking. And I think what we're going to do is add paths. Funny enough. Let's get a path here. Will that connect to the street? That probably does connect, even though it kind of looks like it doesn't. And that's really, really odd. Let's go down to the street level here. Is that a connect? Oh, wow, and the trees get to stay there. That's good. Alright then, so good little path from that direction. I'm going to get rid of that small building on this side, since it's just a strip of one. Let's bring it up to here. Okay, I'm going to have to do this bit. We're going to get rid of that building and have it like so. So that can get redeveloped. Now there is sort of quicker ways to get to that one. Very good stuff, right? Very good stuff. How is this universe doing, says do you mean this city that we got? I think it's doing good. So we have, the isolated one. We kind of don't want people parking on the roundabout. Jeez. Good life decisions, apparently. I think people will mostly drive around the outside. Good life decisions. I don't even know what that meant. I don't even know what I was trying to say when I said good life decisions. I think I was trying to say it's not a good life decision. And it just kind of sounded like I was saying it was, you know, which is obviously silly and stupid. Let's anarchy that, just so that area gets a fair bit of concrete going on. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3 to be the perfect height for a cup of tea. I had to say it because it rhymed. Let's go back a step. Oh, the snap is hurting. Okay, let's go 1 there, and then 1, 2 more. Right, that looks a little bit cleaner. So, places to connect to. Over here, hello. Can we, 1, 2, 3, can we get a path just across there? That's fantastic. Connect that stuff up. Wonderful. They can obviously walk from that district over the bridge. And now they can get from the ends of those streets over to here a little quicker. So, let's have a connection that goes across the bridge. And then down to the side of this road. Wonderful. Good connection, that. If we do the same thing on the other side, I'm not really sure there's too much to it other than crossing the street from somewhere. So let's have this thing go up 1, 2, 3. A little bit of anarchy to help us out. A little bit of anarchy again. I guess I'm going to have to come back and adjust the heights there. And then like that. Yeah, let's adjust the heights on these two. So we're going to use this old tool to snap it to the height of that. And it's doing it in the middle of a save, which is kind of ridiculous. That looks unbelievably tall. The reason being, I think, is because, yeah, it's like absolute height, not relative height. We want relative height here, and that's a lot more relative. Alright, I'm not sure what else I can do with the paths there. There's a couple of good connections, really. People will still probably walk across the street, but they now got the option to go up the ramp. No one's going up the ramp. Wonderful. We also got noises in the ear. A minute ago we have S. Tharang resubscribing for 11 months in a row, saying 1 more month and there will be a Twitch birthday. Keep up the amazing work. There'll be 1 year of support, which will get you a goldy face. So S. Tharang, thank you for resubscribing 11 months in a row. Wonderful stuff. Appreciate it. And I hope, of course, that you are enjoying today's live stream. We also have... Oh, how do I say this? It's the... Tipit... Tinup. I butchered your name in a wonderful way. That name was designed to be butchered. I think when that person was creating their name, they said, I want to get some streamers to butcher my name. That's a theory that I have. That's a crazy difficult name to say. This one here actually kind of looks like the paths ain't going to be useful other than coming to school from different directions. This is school, by the way. So let's go grab that. Are you the grounds? Now you're the grounds. And let's simply just go straight line to here. That makes sense. And on the other side, from about there, over to there. So, oh, we've got anarchy on. I think we have. Anyway, nice, simple walking routes to this place. There are already other pathly connections, so I believe that should be pretty good for helping our peeps get to the subway and to school as well. Nice little combo there. Spangleboo says, Dino hype. We've got some Dino hype in chat. Nip pipped. Thank you for your support, by the way, buddy. Appreciate it. T Pitin P says Buzz-D. Jeez, you don't even have it on the screen to stare at, and you know what it is. I'm just not very good at this, am I? Right, so we have got 2 stations left to check on. This one will be absolutely fine. This is a newly developed station right here. Based on the way the street's laid out, we could kind of add shortcuts, but not really. Like, shortcuts are kind of like this side here. We can reduce the journey a tiny bit, and I guess that means maybe the overall range gets a little bit bigger because of that, but that is otherwise it. Probably going to steal peeps from the tram. So the question is now, how has stuff changed in the city? Traffic flow has stayed relatively the same. We've been running the game on full speed. Our metro users have gone up from about 3,000 to 4,000, so that's wonderful. And lots of passengers on all the lines. This looks very promising, doesn't it? So I don't think what we're going to do to begin with is reduce any of these. I think we're going to keep them all the same or add more. So this one clearly needs more. Is currently running with 5. I'm going to bump that up to 7. We have one here that is doing just fine. Another one here that is doing good, but it's got a crazy stop. Let's get that one up to 9. Now, because they go across and side to side, there shouldn't be too much congestion is the other thing we are hoping to improve here. That one looks like it could do about 1 more at the beginning. But otherwise, it looks fairly good. So then we have crazy amounts of people on this one. I'm going to put this one up to 9. Maybe even 10. What is that stop there? That stop is mental popular. Mental popular. Okay, and then the last one here kind of looks okay. I'm going to put 1 more on that line. Put 2 on by mistake. There we go. We got a noise in the ear. Who is it? Who is it? It's Eastra. Resubscribing for 4 months in a row, saying 4 months of official support, 3 years of joy. Keep it up. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I'm glad you've been watching for 3 years. That's wonderful. And thank you for the 4 months of official support, as you put it. It has not gone unnoticed, sir. What does that do? No disasters. Please go away. Hi. How do I get rid of this? There we go. Yeah, thanks for the support, buddy. Win Soren says, so are you going to play Jurassic World Evolution this stream or next stream? I'm going to do it in the next stream because this one is almost over. So we'll be restarting shortly. Let's have a look. What did I want to do now? An idea popped into my head and then it just completely vanished. It's something to do with having a lot of people on the metro. Oh, congestion. So, which line has the most things on it? This one here is 10. So the red line, we are now going to observe the red line. Oh, look at that. You can see the different passengers on either side. So the red line has a station there. It's got a couple of metros moving through. And these are the only things going through because it's got its own line. So the place it can get congested is here, but I don't see any congestion. And it could get congested here. Ah, look at that. Oh, that was weird. That was a bit of a funky turnaround. Why would you do that instead of just go back the other way? Maybe because the other line. But that didn't look like too big of a deal. That was definitely some funky action going on. Gallifreyan says, X, make a policy on the roundabout, no street parking. Ah. Not a bad idea. We might actually want them parking there. I know that sounds odd. It looks bad, but it might kind of work because it doesn't have a lot of traffic. I think I'm going to leave it like that for now. Look at little scooters and prams. They really look like prams. It's an personal electric transport ride. Amazing. You just rode your bike down there. Did you see that, Rebel? Goodness me. Well, it looks like that has been a healthy move for the city. Profit is up to 12,000. Whoa, was that just from improving public transport? Congestion is not... Whoa, we're watching it change. Man, the metro's working. We're up to 90. Oh, it went back down to 89. Sad face. It seems so far that the changes have been positive. And maybe now what we want to do is just keep revising it and keep adding more trains because they're not getting congested, which is wonderful. It's wonderful, I tell you. This bears repeating. Can you add pedestrian crosswalks? I'm not sure because people will jaywalk. Oh, right. They will jaywalk. You can't add crossings unless you add an extra road intersection is generally the idea. This area could probably get developed up a little bit more. We've always got demand for more commercial. Seems like a good spot to have a bunch, right? Let's just go ahead and fill in the space a little bit. Maybe we'll start building around here as well. Let's put some offices like out on these bits. It's looking cool, this area. Then some peeps can come here and work. There's a subway there as well now, so that's a good thing to note. And I guess we're kind of it on this stream, so we'll be keeping our eye on all of this stuff. Interesting to see what they're doing there, isn't it? Turning around. People are getting run over, of course. That goodness me, is this one busy? This one is busy. Yeah, so that's been fantastic. So next stream, it's more work on metro and public transport, but also we're going to start expanding this this one here. I'm going to save the game. Peeps, that is it from me this live stream. Of course, stick around because we're going to be back in a second with Jurassic World Evolution. What I'm going to do is load up the game, stop the stream, go to the toilet quickly. I'll be back in less than 3 minutes, pretty much. So stick around if you're interested in that. And yeah, I'll say what I always say. Thanks to everyone who subscribed, resubscribed, donated, and cheered. I'll see you in a couple of minutes with some Jurassic World. Ciao for now. Bye bye.